Alright, this next video is dealing with some skills practice in a what is quantitative reasoning kind of way. We're going to start with some basic problems here. So it costs 75 cents to play your favorite pinball machine at a local arcade. You set aside $20 to play, and now your question is, how many games can you play? So, well, we're going to take that $20 and we're going to divide it into 75-cent chunks, right? Because for every 75 cents, you get to play a new game. So if you divide that, you will get 26.67. Is that your answer? Hopefully you say no, because at 0.67, you do not have enough for another game. So you will have enough to play 26 games of pinball, you know, expecting that you don't get free games for certain things or whatever. So for the first one there, you got 26 games. And for a lot of these problems, you might want to hit pause, try them yourself first, and come back and then check it out. Otherwise, you know, it's always easy if you watch somebody else do it. So try it yourself first, and then come back and look. So number 2, an estimated 1,500,000 people attended Louisville Summer Festival. Those people left behind a total of 160 tons of garbage. That's a lot of garbage. Given that 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds, how many pounds of garbage did the average attendee of this festival leave behind? So just to put it kind of in person, the question is asking for garbage per person. Whoops, I about spelled person. So garbage per person. So we first have to figure out what's the total amount of garbage. So we know it was 160 tons, and each ton is 2,000 pounds. So if I would take 160 tons, and I'm going to multiply that by 2,000 pounds, excuse me, this will give us our total garbage. So our total garbage is 320,000 pounds. Now, how many people were there? Well, 1,500,000. So if I reduce this, and you can just throw it into your calculator, 320,000 divided by 1,500,000, and I'm going to put my answer to the left because of the way I wrote this problem, we get approximately 2.213 pounds per person. And, I honestly don't know. I mean, I know that 320,000 pounds is a lot, but when I think about 0.2 pounds of garbage, I don't even really can't comprehend how much that is. I'm sure it's a lot. If you think about it, if this is a one-day festival, that's a lot of garbage for one day. But, it's all in perspective. Let's move on. Local community. On average, each household has 1.5 pets. If there are 350 homes, how many total pets would you expect? Well, 350 homes, each home has 1.5 pets. So if I multiply those together, we could expect 525 pets in this community. Okay. Number 4. I kind of like this problem. You intend to attend and return home from a concert in Chicago. You can drive or take public transportation. If you drive, you've got $8 to park, and you've got gas. So your car averages 22 miles a gallon. The venue is 66 miles away. Gas is $3.20 a gallon. So you have to use all that information to figure out what's it going to cost to drive. Now, public transportation, a one-way ticket is $7.50. Remember, you got to go both ways. The nearest station is 11 miles away. You've got to drive to the station. So you do have a little bit of driving cost with that as well. So which would be cheaper? Driving or public transportation, and how much are you going to save? Okay, so let's just look at driving first. If it's 66 miles away, 66 miles, but you have to go both ways. So we're going to multiply that by 2. So you're going 132 miles in your car. Your car gets 22 miles to the gallon. So let's divide that by 22 to figure out how many gallons you're going to need, and that answer is 6. All right, so it's going to cost you, or take you 6 gallons of gas to get there and back, and we know that it's costing you $3.20 per gallon. So it's going to cost you $19.20 in gas. But you also have to pay for parking. So plus $8 for parking. So to drive yourself, it's going to cost you $27.20. So there's that total. All right, well, what about public transportation? So for public transportation, a one-way ticket is $7.50, but you have to go both ways. So $15 for tickets, right? That's the ticket price. But remember, you also have to drive to, and it's 11 miles one way. So 11 miles, you have to go home. So it's 22 miles there and back to the station. And that means it's going to take you 1 gallon of gas because you get 22 miles to the gallon, which is $3.20. So $15 for the ticket, $3.20 for gas. It'll cost you $18.20 to take public transportation, which means it will be cheaper to take public transportation by $9 because we would have taken the $27.20 minus $18.20, and that's how you get 9. So if that doesn't make sense, let me know. I can break it down a little further, but that's the basics. So the last part of this video deals with a graph, and the graph is about favorite fast food restaurants. So you can kind of see what we have here. We've got Mickey D's, Burger King, Wendy's, Five Guys, and others. So as we look at the questions, what data is represented on the horizontal and vertical axis? Well, horizontal is down here. So horizontal would be the restaurants. Vertical would be the percent, and that is the percent in favor of the favorite burger, right? So at McDonald's, 20% of people said McDonald's was their favorite burger, okay? Looking at number 6, according to this survey, what's the least popular? Well, least popular would be the smallest, and so least popular would be BK. And the most popular, well, tallest bar would be Wendy's and their square burger. Number 7, what is meant by the label other? Well, obviously McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and Five Guys got the most votes because they are individualized there. And then the other column would be everything else. So you've got Hardee's, can't even think off the top of my head now. Dairy Queen has burgers. All of those other places that have burgers might have gotten a few votes, but not a ton, and therefore they would all just get lumped together as other. And number 8, what percentage of respondents preferred McDonald's over Burger King? Well, McDonald's had 20, Burger King had 13%. That means there is a difference of 7%. So 7% of the people, 7% more chose McDonald's over Burger King. All right, and I believe, yep, that is the end of that video. So I hope that made sense.